Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. In the last video, we got our tourism domes finally up and running after God knows how long. 307 souls of promising I was going to get a tourism colony going. Right at the end of the video, I realized, oh wait, I didn't have any food going for them. So, solved that issue, and I do know in this video I want to try to get some safaris up and running. Kicker is, I haven't researched them yet. Yeah, I'm realizing this way too late. So I got farm automation finishing up right now. We're going to go into rover printing right after that. I did add that one in right below. Just could farm automation. That's going to decrease the number of workers needed for it. But farms are really going to become kind of a thing of the past here very soon. Because once wheat becomes a viable option for me, it's over. I'm going to have infinite food very, very quickly. I'll be taking care of that. I do probably want to slap down some vegetation sites around here just to kind of keep this thing going as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and queue some of that up while I kind of get back into the feel for the game. It's been a while since I've played. The last set of videos came out over a week ago. Jeez. It's been a bit. Kind of set this one up here. I'll actually put one by the artificial sun just for SMGs. Put one over here.
Funding received.
Cool. Get some rare metals. I think that was actually the tourists who did that one. Okay. And of course, seeds will get distributed throughout the map best I can, because I think one of these spots has seeds. Wow, you're already going with it. Nice. Oh, wow, we already have bushes available? Nice. Now, I'm going to poke my head downstairs real quick. This is pretty much the last time for a while I'm going to be downstairs because the bottomless pit... Oh, wait. No, we're not fully done with the bottomless pit. We have Into the Unknown. There's going to be 2 more breakthrough techs. I thought I'd gotten these already. Oh, well. But once we get the exotics coming in, which we do have 15 right now. We have 97 in the underground. So we're going to finish up the bottomless pit lab. Then we're pretty much going to be done down here. Births Forbidden full. And we're in an overnight shift on that guy. That's okay. But I believe the materials are still being delivered. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to get our last 2 breakthroughs this video. We have some toxic rain inbound. That's just going to create some toxic pools on the map and also make it much harder for us to... Is it though? Yeah, I can actually agree. It is running kind of low. It's probably that just reminder. Alright, so let's go concrete for food. I mean, I'll even offer machine parts for food at this point. I've got 850 to spare. Let's see what this trade offer is. I'll take it. I'll take that one. Exporter, still doing his thing. I do need to order up some more tourists, because if we look at our tourists... Yeah, we're looking at a couple people who want to go home. So let's go ahead, do a passenger rocket. Here's something I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 of these folks out. Because the rockets returning to Earth only have space for 30 people. And I realized that in between videos, like, oh wait, this isn't fully working because it was just getting the wrong things going here. I'm going to queue up bushes on every one of these things. So I'm going to have a bumper crop of seeds going very, very quickly. But if you look here, I've got 34 colonists. 32 came in on the second shuttle. 2 didn't make it back on the previous shuttle. And the prototype reactor event needs my attention. Fusion reactor preview has been added. Insights in the project gain 10% towards the nuclear fusion technology. Don't I have nuclear fusion already done? Yeah, it's right there. Wow, that's kind of an unnecessary thing. All right, we got these 2 breakthroughs still. Global support, obviously going to be the best one I can get my hands on. And then Copilot, go back to sleep. I guess Extractor AI would be the next one that I'd love to get my hands on. We got 194. All right, let's do this last thing, and we'll... wrap up this part of the storyline. I'm pretty much be done in the underground after this. There's nothing else really for me to do down here. I'm not going to do a big mole people colony in this series. That is kind of my plan for the next series, to actually do an underground series. Actually just have everybody live underground while I terraform the surface, And then once the
Research
surface is
complete.
built, I'll actually send people
Breakthroughs
upstairs.
discovered.
All right, into the unknown. With Into the Unknown, the plan was to drop a large ball of exotic minerals into the pit. There are hardly no naturally occurring exotic minerals on Mars, which allows us to scan for its specific signature with very little interference from the Martian soil. The preparations and start of the experiment went on without a hitch. At first, we were able to perfectly detect the ball as it was falling down. After a minute, our reading became rather controversial. By our calculations, the ball should have fallen through the core of the planet, and it was still going. After about 5 minutes, our scientists concluded something must have gone wrong. It seems the ball was still falling straight down, though it should be far beyond the other side of Mars. This led to many scientists to come up with theories, some even replacing Einstein's theory of relativity. 2 random breakthrough texts. Bottomless pit has been confirmed. After all of our experiments, the most crazy conclusion also seems to be the most likely one. Thus, using Occam's razor, we must conclude this pit is truly bottomless. Our scientists are happy to keep throwing resources in for our research efforts, though they've accepted any more big experiments are futile and won't give us any better understanding of the pit. So, even with the crappy breakthroughs that I got with the Omega telescope, if you have the bottomless pit, you still get those 2 extra ones. So let's see what we got. Drum roll, please. Construction nanites and Martian steel. Not bad. I'm actually okay with both of these. I'm going to queue those both up. Resilient architecture, and I think about mega satellites is the one next. So it's going to take about 10 days, roughly, well 9, to get planetary projects done. 4.5, 4 to get nanites. And then Martian steel will take about 5. So very cool. We got some good ones. Now we're done in the underground. Bye-bye. Alright, so we have our passenger rocket at 62%. And again, we're going to be looking to grab those folks who are desperate to go, looking to go home, and then some of the folks who are enjoying their holiday, who are like, okay, yeah, it's fine, let's get the hell out of here. Also, now that I have the RC Safaris done up, let's go ahead and build one of these bad boys, because I've actually never built one of these. Well, no, I have built one. I built one. I built one of these, I think in a previous playthrough. I can't remember which one. It might have been Global Wildfire. And the point for it was to have... Thanks, Steve. Sorry, my brain is not working yet. It was mainly for... It was an expedition needed an RC Safari. So... Move, interact. You can create a safari route, add waypoints to the RC Safari will travel between, ensure the starting point is close to a dome so tourists can board the vehicle. Click on the first waypoint to finish the route. Let's bring the tourists down, and let's actually create a safari route. So we'll start here. Oh, can't actually use the elevator. That's unfortunate. Oh, wow, it even tells you what it's near. Alright, so... Toxic rain, okay, that's fine. I'm going to go over here, so it's going to be able to get that one. Route too long. Interesting. Okay. This changes it significantly. Because the safari can't go too far. Oh, this has been completed. Hell yeah. Wow, okay. I'm kind of screwed on these safaris, because there's nothing. There's a vista here, that's it. I mean, I could do kind of like a route around the base as a starting point, maybe? This is gonna suck. So let's say start here. And kind of come by here. Come by here. And the route is too long. Looks like it's at 300. Wow, this is going to be so bad. Yeah, 5 of 10 waypoints. There's nobody in this thing, too, by the way. So, alright. So, we've got 30... Oh, wait, we only have 2 departing tourists right now. It's ready to go, but I'm going to wait till we get more people coming in. Also, I'm going to continue my food trade route. Alright, that's kind of disappointing. I was really hoping that the Safari could be like, oh, we can just run you all over the map. But no, apparently you've got to do a lot of nearby things. Interesting. It doesn't take the ramp up this way. It comes back. Oh, yeah, I guess it can't really go that route. All right. Let's see if we can find one of these tourists. Enjoying their holiday. Satisfaction is at giggity. Lost their perfect comfort. -10 comfort. Left with nothing more to wish for. Okay. So the folks are doing okay in these domes. It's really just a matter of causing a Marsquake and scaring the shit out of them. Let's see. Storage space is full. Let's do that. And you're still full on waste rock. Okay. Let's turn you guys all back on then. Fine. We'll just eat more waste rock out of you. Speaking of eating waste rock, we do need... Well, I have one mag... Wait a minute. That said no mag field generators active earlier. I was checking this. Oh, magnetic shields. Gotcha. And Crux is coming back from that mission. Gotcha. And so the 2 colonists are loaded up. They are like, okay. Alright, 25 out of 25. Expected. This is, I'm not really super satisfied with this. I'm going to be brutally honest with you here. Alright, we need folks over here to have gerbs. What do these guys need? There should be no tourists in this dome. There are 2 tourists in this dome. Okay, hang on. Specialization. Tourists, please get the hell out of my dome. But you need to be staying up in these domes. That's why I have hotels for you in these domes. I'm going to switch out my herbs for leaf crops. The cover crops will actually counter the soil degradation from the leaf crops. And then once I get to wheat, which is going to be a while, we're going to be okay. We've got 31 tourists now leaving. Let's make sure they get all loaded up in the rocket. And let's make sure they're not on Crux, because if they are on Crux somehow, I've got questions. Here we go. Now they're starting to load up. Thank you for visiting Mars. Please remember to visit the gift shop on your way out. Oh, we could get 33 on there. Why can't I get that last one? Okay. $2 billion, 50 more applicants for that. All right, not bad. Let's go ahead and build a second landing pad here. Because I actually do want to have like another opportunity for these folks to come in. And I do think a landing pad right here would be kind of cool. Not bad. Expected satisfaction award is 25 out of 25. I'll take it. And Hourglass was needing something here. Alright, micro G extractor. Storage space is full. Oh dear. Let's go ahead and make sure my rare metals. You have my rares here? Yeah. I'm going to come back. I'm going to get a... Let's do some resupplies up here. We've got polymers. We've got electronics. Actually, we're pretty good on that front. It's more just doing something with the waste rock. Because the waste rock is actually just taking up so much space in my domes.
Funding received.
Alright. Emerald, let's go ahead and have you visit Hourglass. Visit. No materials need to go up there. Let's take those up there. Let's take 6 up there. Enough fuel to get back. And until I can get this farm fully up and running, I'll go ahead and just keep it at a point where I'm just bringing materials. High-speed comm satellite would give me a diminishing return on sponsor research. And I'm absolutely going to do it. Let's do Crux. You're going to do that.
Resources are low.
I'm actually looking at this now, and yeah, I can
Resources are
understand wholly that we are running very low on resources because I have 800 colonists here. Amazingly, only 8 homeless listed. But if I only have 500 food at a time, I'm running into issues. So I do like the idea. I can do farm automation, which will actually put some folks out of work. Or I could do what a lot of folks have recommended, which is do a proper farm dome. And I'm not opposed to that idea. Let's get this rocket refueled and loaded up, because it's got exotics. It's got a ton of rare metals here. Thankfully, because of the cargo bay of holding, this was brought up very toward the end of the last video. You can now carry a lot more stuff. So we're going to be able to bring in a lot of materials here. For some reason, it's going to try to load up fuel, which it doesn't need to. Let's go ahead and just veto the fuel. And we should be good on that front. Over here... Where is my other asteroid lander? Ah, it's over here. It's been hanging out here for a while. Prefabs, we'll make sure those get left behind. More space for exotics and for rares. This solar panel only works this one. That's the only thing I need to do for it. Everything else is being taken care of down here. We don't even have space to load the polymers up because we've loaded everything up on there.
Funding received.
Yeah, we're only at 54,000, so we're going to be here for a while on that asteroid. We're good there for a bit. I did want to address where I'd been for the last week. I know that was something that, you know, taking time off very suddenly to care for a sick kid. That's obviously something you don't want to be dealing with, if at all possible. Weird. I have a bunch of hotel spots available, by the way. Anyway, so co-pilot got sick. She picked up a bug at daycare. She's fine. It was just a little like 24, 48-hour bug. But compounding that was work. Those of you who've been watching the channel for a long time, you know I work in the insurance industry. Mentioned a few times that I'm trying to get a promotion to move up into a supervisory role. Had the interview the day that opening day came out, and the Bad News Express rolled through. We got told, hey, we're not going to move forward with you at this time. Frustrating, yeah, but it's also the 5th time I'd applied for the position. And the supervisor, or the manager, excuse me, who was conducting the Bad News Express this time was a new manager. I hadn't had a chance to speak with her before. Absolutely lovely conversation. One of the reasons that they said they weren't moving forward with me, she pinged on something, and unintentionally it kind of triggered a little bit of PTSD from me being bullied as a kid. I've got a verbal tick. I try my best to hide it when I'm making content here, because it's not what you want to be dealing with. I want to make sure that
incoming.
Show me. Shoot it. Thank you. I do my best to make sure that this tick isn't... It doesn't present itself in my content. And there are days where I can control it, there are days I can't control it. And what really frustrated me was that was the reason they picked this time, to say, hey, we're not going to move forward with you. And I'm not going to lie, I was pissed. And I said, this is the 5th time I've applied. The last 2 times, 3rd attempt, 4th attempt, both of those opportunities were marked by folks I knew I worked with. They got promoted over me. So it comes back to that, like, well, you're obviously, you're good, you know the stuff, but you're not good enough.
Research
and that's
complete.
Just been really digging into me for the last, oh shit, rockets here. That's been digging into me for the last week or so. It's annoying as hell. And usually what happens when when the Bad News Express rolls through is that I'm just a sour bastard for a few days. And then, like, okay, then like, after that I'm fine. Let's do quinoa, then soybeans on all these. This will actually get me to a spot where we're at 100% on everything. Cover crops. Oh, shit. Pulled the wrong thing off. There we go. And then soybeans. So that's what I've been dealing with off camera. And frustrating as it is. Wow, we are out of polymers yet again. To the elevator. At this point, I don't think I'm going to be able to stabilize my production very easily for the time being. Also, all my polymers are now being dedicated to home collective projects.
We have a food shortage.
We have 765 food.
We have a delivery on the space
Oh,
elevator.
whoa. I haven't finished building this dome up yet, jackasses. I'm talking. Brochure, a couple diners. I've got 2 space bars here. That's good. Gonna put a gym in here. Amphitheater. Let's put a fountain down. Small garden. Wrong place for the small garden. Actually, no, a big garden would be, an actual proper garden would be fine here, and then a little itty bitty art store that is not going to be able to do a damn thing because it needs, okay, security post. So yeah, all the starvation is now in this building because I haven't put any food in here. I'm going to start changing things up when I do this. I'm going to make sure that, you know, the food is being delivered here. There we go. Look at all those drones moving stuff. Gotta make sure we got more drones bringing things over too. I think my shuttle network's gonna need to get supplied also. Thankfully we have some things over here. I'm gonna farm automation all these just to make sure I've got work available for them. And he'll get all the folks like immediately just swarm to the bar. And the materials are being delivered. It's gonna take a little bit of time for this one to kind of balance out, but let's also grab a smart apartment. It's looking like I'm gonna need over here also. That number better start. Yeah, it's going down. It's going the right way because these folks are actually able to get, you know, food. Service bots would have been a really good breakthrough to get here, just so I could free up some work. On these, this number will disappear. We know it will. Alright. May I please see this rocket? Alright, we have 1 tourist ready to go, but I've got 60 here on the planet, so they're just going to hang out until the next one's ready to go. Or, alternatively, I purchase or build another rocket and send it back to bring more colonists in. A slight deficit on water, so I'm not too worried about that. But I've got a safari. It says expected satisfaction. Let's see if anybody pops out of this guy. Hey, you. Need to talk to you. Enjoying their holiday. Went on safari. Oh, wow, 23 for that. Okay, that's good. Let's also do +10 service comfort for my hotels. Make sure that they're being taken care of also. There we go. We got some tourists headed out now. That's why I make sure I have the rockets available for them there. If I can get it set up, and this is where this is going to take a little bit of work on my end. Arranging it so I've got some shuttles available, or sorry, some rockets available, and get them to a point where they can, you know, have a rocket that's always here ready to go. And if you remember the book Artemis by Andy Weir, I actually got it somewhere here in my office. The ship that does the connector between Earth and the moon in that book, it essentially does it so it's a 28-day trip, and it never stops. Pretty much you have something you take off from the surface of the moon, gets to Mars. Or, sorry, gets to the shuttle, or the ship, and then goes back to Earth, and then something from Earth comes up, meets the ship, and then takes it back down to Earth. So it's just a continual loop. That's something what I'm trying to do here. It's going to take some time for me to get totally working, but it's possible. Alright. I need to also get the water going a little bit more. My lakes are not doing what they need to be doing. So let's start doing some stuff with my lakes. I'll put a big McLarge huge lake in here. Put a big McLarge huge lake. Do that one. Overlaps deposit, cold terrain. Alright, fine. We'll build it down here by the domes. Laziness. Alright, let's do one. Do one right there, but I kind of like right here for a lake. And since I've got lake vaporators, I don't need to connect them. That's a good thing. Also, it'd be helpful if I can remember how the hell these things are supposed to work. Okay, I can put one there. Not a bad spot for it. I like it. It is going to eliminate the soil quality there, but I'm also going to be adding soil quality back in, if that makes sense. I'm going to go with a regular size lake here. This is going to be adding onto that soil quality. I don't like this design for the lake. I like this one better.
Research complete.
My construction nanites is even better. Oh, this one's got the big frickin' rock in it. I don't like this one. Oh well. This is the one I like best. The construction nanites are done, so it should be going a little bit faster now. Could also slap down a lake right in here. Or... I know what to do. Wow. Eating through my metals very quickly, by the way. Let's do... I'm eating through everything. Something popped up there for a second. I didn't see what it was, what the notification was. High-speed comm satellite done. Let's do more outsourcing. I'm thinking about bringing down more metal from the elevator, not gonna lie. But I'm going to bring down electronics. I'm going to spend a shitload of money to do this. These guys don't... I don't think these guys... These guys take concrete and machine parts, so they shouldn't be doing any of that stuff. Oh. Derp. No, not that. I need a drone hub. 10 of those. There's a reason.
We have a delivery on the space elevator.
There you go.
Funding received.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and slap down a single drone hub. Hasn't arrived yet. Hey, capture asteroids. I like that one. All right, let's see, Crux. Oh, it was a dumping staff. Okay. Seems the bottomless pit. Our colony is not going to notice. We were approached by a mysterious figure as a proposal to us. An individual represents an organization who would like access to the bottomless pit. If we were to allow them access without asking too many questions, the economy can make it worth our while. This offer is more suspicious than the bottomless pit itself. No deal. Colonists gain a morale boost for 10 souls. Oh, come on, but I want to do something that's fun and weird and mysterious. Let's do that. Alright, so Lance is got 28 on board, so we're going to send him back. Alright, only got $1 billion off of that one. And we have one colonist looking to leave. That's what Ancia 2 is going to be here for. It's amazingly how quick I just ate through all of my... Oh, wow, this is going to be perfect. I think another lake district's going to be built here very shortly. Because... Look at the materials here I need for this, yeah. Oh, they're going to clean up this toxic pool. That's okay. Lake District. That's what I'm doing over here. Looks like we're going to go with regular lakes. There we go. Got 4 little lakes being built. They'll take some machine parts and some concrete to do that. Could do some of that up here also. Also realizing I have no dumping sites over here for that stuff, so let's take care of that. And I'm getting close to the 30-minute mark if I'm not there already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm there. There we go. We'll put them over there. Get some drones out there doing that. Alright, so the atmosphere is growing pretty good. We're at 46% atmosphere, almost 35% temperature, and 16% water. We're going to get that done real quick. Now, Crux, you have a mission I'd like you to go take care of, please. We're going to do a capture ice asteroids mission. And Ansia, you haven't taken off yet. I want to make sure you have a chance to do so. Exporter. I'm waiting for Alliance to get fully to Mars and bring down some colonists. We're getting diminishing returns. I'll throw that out there on the colonists so far. Underground, I thought I was done with this. Okay, that's just that there. Wow, a lot of research being done here. I don't know how this research actually contributes, mind you. Because I don't know if it's a research building that it's technically doing. I'm still trying to fully understand some of the mysteries of that part of the game. Oh, that tourist did not want to... Oh, we can actually review that stuff. All right, so let's
Funding received.
Go ahead and do this. I'm going to bring up one more load of tourists right now. Launch. Because again, it says no room for... I've got 2 hotels here that are open, fully ready for folks to come in and use them. That's what I want them to be utilizing. So we got our safari going. I'm okay with that. We got some more lakes set up. We got our farm dome established pretty well. This one's going to take a little bit of time for it to fully get up to speed over here. Amazingly, we've got most of the jobs filled very quickly from that, so I'm very happy with that. My open farm is now producing food in addition to the cover crops, and I think it's going to be next video is where we're going to get wheat fully growing on Mars, and once the wheat starts, I can pretty much decommission all my other farms. This thing's going to be the bee's knees. It's going to get everything done. It's going to be an awesome, awesome thing. Storage space is full on the machine parts factory. I'm going to call that a good thing. And I do have a heavy drone load somewhere. I'll try to suss that out here. I'm clicking it. Nothing's happening. All right. But our tourism colony is up and running. I'm not going to call it thriving for a while. And I think it makes sense to not call it thriving. Unless, ooh, I could have an exporter 2 going here. That may be the route to go. And essentially have it so... have one rocket just bringing people down, and one rocket just taking people back. I'm going to experiment with that in the next video. But for now, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next video.